Thank you all for joining. So today, this evening, we are going to talk about eating right for your blood type. This is something that my family and I have adapted. Hey Tara. So this is something that my family and I have adapted. And we did it strictly for health reasons, but we found so many other benefits that come along with the eating right for your type. How many of you all out there have ever heard of Eat Right for Your Type? So those of you all that have joined me, who all has heard of eating right for your blood type? Anyone? So if not, this is what the book looks like. It's called Eat Right for Your Type. And when they say your type, they mean your blood type. So the book was written by Dr. Peter J. D'Adamo. I don't want to wreck his name, I'm sure I did. But I found out about eating right for your blood type through one of my doctors. She is my Chinese medicine doctor. And she was really adamant about me trying the Eat Right for Your Type book or diet because of some health challenges that I was having. And I must say that it really helped me out, and not just myself, but my husband, is hopefully he will join us soon. So in the meantime, I'll talk a little bit about the Eat Right for Your Type. So this here is just a little booklet, and the booklet comes with the blood typing test. So of course the first thing to find out is what your blood type is. So if you know your blood type, that's great. If you don't know your blood type, you would just get tested. Normally, unless you have had some type of major surgery or something major happened to you, it's not necessarily in your blood work at your doctor's offices. It's something that you really have to request that, you know, that they do. And in the doctor's offices with the laboratories, the blood type test is not an inexpensive test. It seems to be very expensive in the doctor's offices. So it's much easier and simpler if you just take your own blood type test. So they have home typing kits available for purchase. And if you don't know where to find them at, you can just look them up, or you can contact me and I will get you a blood typing test. So again, the first thing is just to find out what your blood type is. And after you find out what your blood type is, you can go on and learn more about the diet and the things that you should and should not eat. So, you know, a lot of times we are having symptoms or illnesses and we don't even know why. And we think that we have to run to the doctor for every single thing that happens to us, or that we have to take some type of medication, whether it's prescribed or over the counter, to help fix whatever our problem is. And a lot of times it's so much simpler than that. It's just as easy as eating for our blood type, because a lot of food out there isn't necessarily meant for everyone to eat. Go figure, right? So, you know, when I do the consultations for the blood typing and the Eat Right for Your Type test, I break a lot of hearts. You know, some people break down. I never realized how attached we are to food. You know, I've had some people break down and cry in my office when I tell them what they should and should not eat. I have people get mad at me and upset, and it's not me. I'm just the middleman. I'm just delivering the information. So, yeah, I never realized how much we're attached to food. And this is the thing. This is how attached to food we are. Every celebration that we have tends to be centered around food. We celebrate everything with food. If you get a promotion, you go out to eat and have drinks. If you're having a baby shower, you eat, you know, there's food. Even at the church house, you know, after you get baptized, what they serve you, fried chicken and macaroni and cheese. I'm going to read some comments as they come in. So Tara says, or sign up to donate blood. Yes, that's another way you can find out your blood type. So if you are a blood donor, then you should know your blood type. And if you go and sign up to be a blood donor, then they will tell you what your blood typing is. And normally the places to sign up to be a blood donor is the American Red Cross and also Carter Blood Care Center. So Chastity says, hey bestie, I need a consult. I have the book, but I ain't really started reading it yet. Well, we need you to start reading it, because that is the key to our health. Eating for our blood type is the key to our health, believe it or not. But like I was saying, we tend to celebrate everything, and in our celebrations they include food. And it's funny because, you know, after the wedding there's food, after the funeral there's food. So our special guest is entering the building now, so he can join me.
I can do it right quick.
He can join me on with this conversation, and he has a lot to add to the conversation. And you guys, you know, if you know Mike, you know he's loud, number one.
Really?
But number two, if you know Mike, you know he's cutthroat and to the point. So buckle your seatbelts, because this is going to be a bumpy ride for some of you. He says I'm throwing him under the bus. That is not so. They can hear you coming in. So our special guest is sliding over here now. So let's talk about how you got started, Mike. Come on over. How you got started. He's bumping me somewhere out the way. How you got started eating for your blood type. What inspires you, and what results have you come across?
Well, what inspired me is that I was really tired of how I looked and how I felt. I hated looking at myself in the mirror, and what inspired me was Crystal. Her holistic doctor recommended that she took a blood type test because she felt like the foods that she was eating were creating her issues. So I had took a day off and we went to take the test. So that moment that I took the test was the moment that I decided to change. And from that moment, which was October the 26th, 2014, once I took the test and started looking at the things that were bad for me, was the day that I got divorced from Chicken. Me and Chicken got divorced. So, I'm sorry.
You can't do that.
But that's pretty much the reason why. You know, I was tired of feeling the way that I felt, and I had allowed myself to get to, I was like 50 pounds or so overweight. You know, I was 179.8 pounds. And
0.8.
yes, 0.8, yeah. So that was the reason why. But my wife may have some questions for me